Okay guys, so it's time for a bit of maintenance. I was going to clean my car out, but then I thought, nah, that's too boring, I'll do this instead. What I need to look at is the sort of temperature, because we're having a bit of a warm weekend where it's like about 30 degrees outside. And I'll be totally honest with you, these sensors, so which measure temperature, air temperature and air humidity. So there's one on the warm side and there's one on the cool side, okay? Um, they're both hitting above 30 degrees Celsius, okay? So what is Mr. Jinx doing? He is currently in his burrow, just down there in his cave. You can just see the tip of his tail. So I want to. Now, I do have dehumidifiers in the room, but I don't have a like aircon unit or anything like that. Um, but in a wild habitat, it's like 45 degrees and they have their burrows which they go into. So what I want to do using this is measure the sort of spot temperature, because it won't measure the air temperature, I'll just do the spot temperature of inside that burrow. And that burrow does go deep. Yeah, it goes quite deep under the soil and then into the log hide in the corner there, okay? So the thermostat setting is on 22 Celsius, okay? So that controls the heat coming from the lamp there. So if that is set to 22 and the probe is placed on the cool side, then why isn't that going off if the temperature on these guys is saying it's above 30 degrees? That's what I don't understand. If it's above 30 degrees, then that lamp shouldn't even be on. The thermostat should kick in and turn it off. So why is that happening? I don't know. Now also, Mr. Jinx has been doing a bit of digging. So I've got my lovely high quality shelf here. May not be aesthetically the best, but you know, it works. So it's just a piece of cardboard that I use as a shelf. So when I open the glass doors, bits fall out and they land on the shelf. So what I need to do is try and tidy this up a little bit as well. So we can see Mr. Jinx is in his cave. Okay. Now the spot temperature in that cave is 26.7. Hang on, let's do that again. Let's do another. $27.1. $26.7. So that's not even where he is. So that's sort of around as far as I can reach it. So further as it goes deeper, further underground, it'll probably be around maybe 24, guessing. Okay. So really that should be okay. So he's got a place to hide. So hopefully with me adjusting that thermostat down to 22, it will slow that down a little bit and that won't heat up as much. Let's just check the basking spot temperature. $37.4. So another factor is the slate will really bump up the temperatures. Okay, so it will get pretty warm because of the slate convecting the heat. But if we look at the spot temperature over on this end, it's still a bit warm. Well, it's just a hot day. Okay. But the temperature in that burrow is adequate. Hence why he's chosen to hide there. Lately, he has been back in his warm side and hiding in the crevices beneath his slate during the day, but then obviously it's too hot for him there now, so he's chosen not to hide there for obvious reasons. Okay, so yeah, in the wild it's about 45 degrees. When I checked the weather data for Gnarly, which is a village in the Soon Valley, so that's in their wild habitat. And then they have burrows. How deep those burrows are and what temperatures we don't know. But if it's 45 degrees outside and 30 degrees here and 37 on the basking spot there, with an air temperature of around, say, 35 on this side and around 30 on this side, it sort of simulates their natural environment in a way, I would argue. So the thermostat regulates the temperature for the basking spot. Now, my question is, why is that light coming on when it's set to 22 Celsius? It should be off. It shouldn't even be on now. So why is it coming on? And that's what I need to figure out. But he's perfectly safe and enjoying life. So, as for the maintenance, these bits here, okay, yeah. This is going to be fun. Right, going to have to turn my video off, guys, because I need to use both my hands for this. So over and out.